Hello and welcome back to the second part of our TypeScript operators. And today we will explore the remaining four essential operators such as bitwise operator, ternary or conditional operator, concatenation operator, and pipe operators. So under this bitwise operator, first we will understand the AND operator. So with the help of PPT, we'll try to understand the bitwise operators. The bitwise name indicates that bitwise operators are used to perform operations on individual bits of binary numbers. So this is the table of binary representations for the decimal numbers 0 to 10. So first, let's understand how bitwise AND operator works. The bitwise AND operator indicates with a single ampersand and it takes two numbers, perform bitwise AND operation. And the result of bitwise AND operator is 1 when both bits are 1. So here you can see there are two decimal numbers, one is 5 and another is 3. And the binary representation of this 5 is 0101. The binary representation of 3 is 0011. So here the AND operator compares each bit of 5 binary number with corresponding bits of 3 binary numbers. And if both bits are 1, the resulting bit is 1. Otherwise, the resulting bit is 0. So here you can see 1 and 1 equals to 1, 0 and 1 equals to 0, 1 and 0 equals to 0, 0 and 0 equals to 0. Because the result of AND operation is 1 when both bits are 1. So in this fourth position, you can see 1. So the result of binary representation of 5 and 3 equals to 1. 0001, it represents the decimal number 1. Okay, so let's write the code for this. So here I'll declare one number with name num1 equals to, I'll assign same value 5 and it represents binary value 0101. And next number I'll declare with name num2 and here I'll assign 3 which represents the binary number 0011. Okay, and now I'll log number 1 and number 2. And here between these two numbers I want to perform the bitwise AND operation. That is why I'll add ampersand symbol. Now save the changes and I'll run this file and you can see the output 1 decimal number because we are passing decimal number 5 and decimal number 3 and we are getting output in decimal number 1. Next, understand the bitwise OR operator. And the bitwise OR operator indicates a single vertical line and it also takes two numbers and perform OR operation. And here the result of bitwise OR operator is 0 when both bits are 0. So let's understand the same example with OR operator. So here you can see the decimal number 5 and 3 and here I have written corresponding binary bit of decimal number 5 and 3. So here the operators compares each bit of these two operands, like operand 1 is 5 and operand 2 is 3. So the operator compares each bit of two operands and if both bits are 0, then only the resulting bit is 0. So in the fourth position, you can see both bits are 1. The resulting bit is 1. Here the first bit is 0 but second bit is 1. Resulting bit is 1. In the second position, first bit is 1 and second bit is 0. So the result is 1. But in the first position, both bits are 0. So the resulting bit is also 0. So it means the result of OR is 0 when both bits are 0 or else the result is 1. So the final result of OR operation between these two operand 0101 and 0011 is equals to 0111. Means the decimal number is 7. So let's write the same example on Visual Studio Code. So here instead of AND, I'll add pipe symbol and now you can see the output 7. Okay, so let's understand the next operator, that is bitwise NOT operator. And the bitwise NOT operator represents by the tilde character like this. So the bitwise NOT is a unary operator. So it takes one number and perform NOT operation. And its job is to complement each bit one by one. So it means the result of NOT is 0 when bit is 1 and the result of NOT is 1 when bit is 0. So here you can see the 7 in decimal, which is 0111 in binary, and the binary operator inverts each bit, like every 1 becomes a 0 and every 0 becomes a 1. So here you can see 1 is 0, 1 is 0, 1 is 0, and this last 0 is 1. And resulting in 1000, it means output is 8 in decimal. Now let's understand the next operator, that is bitwise XOR operator, and it represent by the up arrow symbol like this. The XOR operator is similar to the OR operator but with a key difference. The result of OR operator is 0 when both bits are 0, whereas the result of XOR operator is 0 when both bits are the same, either 0 or 1. So here you can see with an example. For OR operator, the result of OR operator is 0 when both bits are 0. And here for the XOR operator, the result of XOR operator is 0 when both bits are same. So either 0 or 1. So here you can see 1 and 1 resulting 0, but 0 and 1 resulting 1, 1 and 0 resulting 1, and 0 and 0 resulting 0. So the difference is for OR operator, if both are 0, then result is 0. And in the XOR operator, if both bits are same, either 0 or 1, then only result is 0. So let's write the same code in Visual Studio Code. So here I'll write the symbol of XOR operator, that is up arrow, and now I'll save the changes, and here you can see the output is 6 and it represents 0110. Okay, so next operator is bitwise left shift operator, and it represents with this symbol like two less than operators. So this left shift operator is used to shift the bits of binary numbers towards left. And how it works? So in this example, this is the left operand and this is the right operand. So left operand is a number whose bits are being shifted, and the right operand is the number of positions to shift the bits to the left. So here 2 is a decimal number and the binary representation of 2 is 0010. Here we have to shift each bit one position to the left. So during the left shift operator, the first bit or the most significant bit is discarded, and then the second bit will shift here, third bit will shift here, and fourth bit will shift here. And the last bit or least significant bit becomes vacant, and the vacant digit or bit is filled with 0. So here we have to insert 0. So it means during this left shift operator, the first digit is discarded so that the last digit becomes vacant and that vacant digit is filled with 0. So here zeros are filled in on the right as the bits are shifted left. And the binary representation of 2 is 0010 and shifting the bit left by one position and resulting in 0100, which is 4 in decimal. Okay, so let's try this inside Visual Studio Code. Here I'll comment the second number, and here I'll assign 2 to this number 1, and here I'll add left shift operator and I want to shift one position to left. I'll save the changes and you can see the output 4. The same we have seen here. 2 becomes 4 with left shift operator. Similarly, we can understand the next operator, right shift operator. And this right shift operator indicates with this symbol like 2 greater than operators. In the right shift operator, shift the bits of binary numbers towards right. So here you can see the same example. This is the left operand and this is the right operand. And in between these two operand, we are using the right shift operator. And the left operand is a number whose bits are being shifted, and the right operand is the number of positions to shift the bits to the right. So here you can see this time we have to shift the number towards right. So in this case, the least significant bit is discarded and this one will shift here. 0 will shift here, this 0 will shift here, and the first bit or the most significant bit becomes vacant, and the vacant digit is filled with 0. So we have inserted 0 to this first position. I'll repeat. During the bitwise right shift operator, the last bit is discarded. Because of that, the first digit become vacant and the vacant digit is filled with 0. So the binary representation of 2 is 0010, and the shifting the bits right by one positions result in 0001, which is 1 in decimal. So let's quickly do this inside Visual Studio Code. So instead of this left shift, I'll write right shift. Now save the changes and run this file. You can see the output 1. Okay. So we have seen AND operator, OR operator, XOR operator, NOT operator, right shift operator, left shift operator, and the last operator under this bitwise operator is right shift with 0 operator, and it represents with triple greater than operator. And this bitwise right shift with 0 operator shifts the bit of the left operand to the right by the number of positions specified by the right operand, like 1, and filling the leftmost bit with zeros. Like here, we are filling the leftmost bit with 0. If we are shifting 2 bits to right, then we have to fill 2 zeros to the left side. So it is similar to the right shift operator. So I'll save these changes and I'll run the file. You can see the same output we are getting 1. And if I change this to 2, now you can see the output 0, because we are shifting 2 bits to right. So here, this is the binary representation of 5, and the binary representation of is 0010. And if I shift these two 1 and 0 bit towards right, then we have to fill 2 zeros to the left. So the answer is 4 times 0, which is 0 in decimal. Okay, so this is how the bitwise operator works in TypeScript. And now we'll move on to the next operator, that is ternary operator. Or ternary operator is also called as conditional operator. So this operator requires 3 operands and returns a boolean value based on the condition. And also we can say this is a shorthand way of writing an if-else statement. So while learning control flow statements, we have already seen how if-else statement works. So here, ternary operator enables the simplification of if-else block, reducing multiple lines of code to a single line. So here, first I'll write example using if-else block, and after that we will write same example using ternary operator. Okay. For that, I'll declare one variable with name A of type number equals to 5. And after that, I'll declare one more variable with name B of type number, and I'll not assign any value to variable B. And after that, here I'll add one if condition, and the condition is A is greater than 4, then B equals to A. Okay. And if this if condition returns false, for that I'll write else block, and inside else block I'll write B equals to 0. Okay. And after that I'll log the variable B. Now save the changes and I'll run this file, and you can see output is 5, because this if condition returns true. Value of A variable is 5 and 5 is greater than 4, and it has executed the if block code, which means B equals to A. Value of A is equal to value of B, and the value of B is 5. And here, instead of 4, if I write, then you'll get the output 0, because 5 is not greater than 6. That is why this if condition returns false, and it will execute the else block, that is B equals to 0. So now I'll comment out this if else condition, and instead of that I'll write the same code using ternary operator or a conditional operator. So for that here, so what we want here, we want to assign the value of A variable to value of B variable. B equals to. Now here, as I said, this ternary operator requires 3 operands. First operand is separated with question mark, and second operand is separated with colon. Okay. So now we have to add three operands between these two separators. So the first operand will be your condition, and the condition is if a is greater than 6. And second operand will be if this condition is true, what you want to do? We want to assign the value of a to value of b. So here I have written a. So it means so if this condition returns true, it will return the second operand, and if this condition return false, it will return the third operand. And inside third operand, I'll pass the else block, that is b equals to 0. Okay. Now I'll save the changes, and you can see the same output, that is 0. And if I change the condition, a is greater than 4. Now save the changes. This time you can see the output 5, because here we have initialized the variable a with 5, and 5 is greater than 4. This condition returns true. That is why it will print the second operand, that is a. And if this condition returns false, it will print the third operand, that is 0. So if we compare this ternary operator with if else statement, the first operand is a if condition, second operand is if block value, and the third operand is else block value. So instead of this if else block, we can use ternary operator, and with the help of ternary operator, we can reduce the number of lines of code. Okay. So this is all about the ternary operator. I'll comment out this code, and now we will move on to the next operator, that is concatenation operator, and it indicates with plus symbol. The concatenation operator is used to join two or more strings into one single string. So here I'll declare one variable with keyword let, and the variable name is first name of type string equals to I'll assign value Sanvi, and I'll take one more variable with name last name, and I'll assign value to last name is Patil. Now I want to concatenate these two variables. Okay, so I'll log these two variables inside console.log. Here I'll take first name and then last name. And between these two variables, I'll use the concatenation operator, that is plus symbol. Okay. Now save the changes, and I'll run this file. You can see the output Sanvi Patil. And if you want the space between the Sanvi and Patil, then you can concatenate the space like inside quotes. You just need to add one space, and now save the changes, and you can see the output Sanvi Patil. So this is how we can join two or more strings into one single string. So I'll comment out this code again. And now let's understand the last operator, that is type operator. And these type operators are used with objects such as type of operator, instance of operator, in operator, and delete operator. So first we'll see the type of operator. So for type of operator, I'll declare one variable with name, cname of type string, and I'll assign value to the cname is FED learning. Okay, and I'll log this cname. So in this case, we will get output FED learning. But if you want to know the type of this cname variable, then you can write here type of operator and then variable name. Now this time you will get the output string, because the cname variable is a type string. So if you not assign the type to the variable, then also you can find out the type with type of operator, that is string. So this type of operator is used to get the type of variable or expression at compile time, and it will decide the type of variable as per the value which we have assigned to that variable. So we have assigned string value to the cname. That is why this type of operator returning string. Now next is instance of operator. I'll pause the video and I'll write down the code for instance of operator. So here I have written an example for instance of operator. So first we'll see what is instance of operator. So this instance of operator is used to check if an object is an instance of a particular class or a constructor function. It returns a Boolean value true or false. So here I have written one class with name animal and the second class with name dog, and this dog class extends animal class. Okay, and inside this dog class I have written one method with name bark. So after that, here I have created an object with name dog, and after that I have written two console log. First console log I have written for animal class. Is this dog object instance of animal class? Or second console log I have written for dog class. Is this dog object is an instance of dog class? So here I'll run this file and you can see the output true and true. So both console is returning true because this dog class extends to the animal class. That is why this dog object is an instance of animal class as well as dog class. Okay, so this is how we can use the instance of operator. Now let's see an example of in operator. So what is the use of in operator? In operator returns true if the specified property is contained in the specified object. So in order to use in operator, we need one object. So here I'll create emp name object and equals to, I'll assign the properties inside that object with key value pair. So the key is fname colon value is Vishal and next key is lname colon value is Patil. Okay. So this object we have created for in operator. So now what we have to do? With the help of code, we need to check this fname property is containing in the employee name object or not. So for that here inside log, I'll use in operator. So before this in operator, we need to add the property name. So here I'll add fname and after this in operator, I have to write the object name. So the object name is employee name. So it means this in operator will check this fname property is containing inside this employee name object or not. So here I'll save these changes and I'll run this file. You can see it's true. If I change it to lname, then also we will get output true. And if I change it to name, now this time we will get output false. See, we are getting false because this name property is not containing in the employee name object. So it means this in operator, it returns true if the specified property is containing in the specified object. If not, it will return false. So I'll comment this console and now let's understand the next and last operator, that is delete operator. The delete operator used to remove a property from an object. So here for delete, we will use same object. And if you want to delete any property of this employee name, then you can make use of delete operator. For example, here I want to delete the fname property, then I can write here delete space object name, that is employee name dot property name, that is fname. And after that, I log employee name. Now you can see once I run this file, the fname property will get deleted from employee name object. After that, we have written employee name inside log. So we will see the updated object as well. You can see. So now this time the emp name object is holding only one property, that is lname with value Patil. So that's all about the TypeScript operators. So I hope this explanation has clarified the concept of operators. But still, if you have any questions, kindly leave them in the comment section below. Thank you for watching and please support me by subscribing to FED Learning for more informative content.